The Yamaha YZF for 2018. Now significantly improved in ways you can feel from the moment you start it up. The revolutionary rearward slanted cylinder design has now been revised for stronger, longer pulling power. The cylinder slant is now more upright, with engine brackets moved toward the rear of the new chassis, optimizing front weight distribution. The new frame and body design also allow for a more compact airbox, reducing its overall width. A new intake port shape enhances the straight downdraft airflow, with a lighter, stronger bridge box piston for an even higher compression ratio. The DLC piston pin reduces friction, and new cam profiles promote a more controllable power character across the entire RPM range, with greatly improved controllability. And now, another tremendously convenient feature: electric start. Powered by a high-output, lightweight lithium-ion battery, it'll get you going faster. And the YZ450F is the first bike to ever come with a smartphone-based Power Tuner app as a standard feature. The Power Tuner enables you to wirelessly tune the engine to precisely match your riding preferences and changing conditions. Whether you want a mellow character or ultimate acceleration in high traction conditions, it's easy as a couple of taps on your phone. With a menu of other features, like logging race settings to monitoring your bike's condition. The bike's communication control unit is security code protected, and it has onboard Wi-Fi, so connection in the most remote areas is no problem. The first-of-a-kind technology will make you and your YZ connected as one. The YZ450F also benefits from an all-new bilateral beam frame that's slimmer than before, with significant improvements in longitudinal, lateral, and torsional rigidity. More balanced overall rigidity to absorb forward impact at all lean angles, and even better mass concentration. So you get that unbelievably compact, nimble feeling when you flick it into a corner or pound it over the whoops. The YZ450F's class-leading suspension has also been improved for amazing impact absorption and reduced pitching, making it much easier to rip through rough conditions. And yet it's still lighter than before. In fact, the 2018 YZ450F is about 1.5 pounds lighter overall than its predecessor, for a better power-to-weight ratio. The body panels have been reworked for a more compact feeling, more narrow at the seat, tank, and side covers, so you can get a better grip with your knees. And the compact airbox also houses the easy-to-access air filter. A flatter, lower, and narrower seat also makes for effortless standing, sitting, and movement while railing turns and blitzing whoops. The all-new YZ450F from Yamaha. Better in just about every way. With groundbreaking technology to make you and your bike connected as one.
the engine's come with some major revisions, and those changes have largely been made for low to mid-range controllability and longer, stronger pulling power. So starting off with the cylinder head, there's a new shaped head, there's a high lift camshaft, the valve timing's been changed, and that's to promote an easier swirl of mixture coming through the head. There's a straighter intake port, and there's an all-new lightweight piston. Now that piston runs a higher compression ratio. It's gone from 12.5 up to 12.8 CR. It's matched with a new throttle body, a lightweight Mikuni 44mm. That's a change from the Kaihin existing 2017 model. The cylinder head runs a longer spark plug, the longer electrode for a better combustion swirl. Running across the exhaust pipe, the header pipe is now 12mm longer. The clutch has a newly designed pressure plate and a dual side grinded clutch plate, and that eases the transmission, so it's a slicker shifting clutch. We've revised the gearbox as well. There's a new shaped second, third and fourth gear, slightly lighter weight. The radiator's all new, so it's got a new design. It's got a much better cooling capacity, and the angles are further forward, so it's out in the airflow more. In fact, the front mudguards have been slightly modified to promote more air coming onto the radiator. The air filter system is all new. It's now completely tool-free, so you've just got a Zeus fastener, undo the bolt. But of course, the main change to this engine is the new electric start. So it's got an electric starter motor placed right behind the cylinder there, and that helps in the case of maybe a small crash, or if you stall it going into a berm, you can get on the button. You don't even have to stop the motorcycle, and that helps with finishing the race and finishing in first place.
The Yamaha Power Tuner, now standard equipment with the YZ450F, is an amazing tool. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how simple it is to operate. We'll run you through the engine character tuning, how to use the race log feature, the monitor function, and the maintenance record feature. The Power Tuner is compatible with almost any modern Apple or Android smartphone. You simply download the free Power Tuner app, and you're ready to go. The first thing you'll need to do is pair your phone with your machine's communication control unit. The CCU serial number is your secret password. You can find it printed on the CCU, which is hidden under the seat and side cover of the bike. The CCU cannot be accessed without this hidden serial number. To establish the Wi-Fi connection, turn the bike on by a quick push of the starter button switch. The bike's electrical system is designed to shut off after 2 minutes if the bike is not running, to preserve the battery charge. So you may need to push the button again to keep the power on while connecting the Wi-Fi. The YZ450F system will not do an auto shutdown if information is being transferred in monitor mode and while uploading or downloading maps. Now, let's get down to business. The Power Tuner app enables you to visualize a three-dimensional map for both fuel injection and ignition timing. With the Power Tuner, you can access and modify these maps across 16 points of adjustment, allowing you tremendous freedom in how you want your bike to run. Every Yamaha bike comes tuned to factory standards that have been proven to be the best overall settings. And if you do something you don't like, don't worry, you can always hit the restore button. So let's take a look at a real-world situation, say a dry and hard-packed track. You may want to decrease the fuel injection and retard the ignition timing to make the engine smoother and less responsive. Or if the track has tons of traction, you want quicker acceleration, so you increase fuel injection and advance ignition timing. Experiment, see what works. Once you or your friends find maps that really work, you can share them. So more Yamahas will find their way onto the podium, wherever they're ridden. To create a new map, just tap here. Name it if you like. Tapping on the map brings up the detail page, where you can begin making adjustments. Whether you're in the fuel injection or ignition timing window, you will see a value and position button. Tapping on the value button opens up a value input screen, where 16 adjustable cells can now be changed by tapping one or all of the cells you want to adjust. Each fuel injection cell can be adjusted 7 steps richer or leaner, while ignition timing cells can be advanced 4 steps or retarded 9 steps. Each cell is specified by the engine RPM on the horizontal axis and the throttle opening on the vertical axis. To change the value, use the up and down arrows. For a noticeable change in the feeling, adjust values 2 or 3 steps. For advanced users, tapping the position button enables you to adjust set point intervals for the throttle opening and engine RPM. Changes can be made in increments of 5% for throttle opening and 500 RPM for engine speed. Let's try one more example. If the course is slower and slippery, you can lower the throttle and RPM set points to fine-tune your map to the power range you're using. Once you think you've got a map you want to keep, you can add notes about it, such as hard pack, slippery, or loamy. You get the point. To send a map to the ECU, tap the upload icon. Press OK. Select the map and upload it. To download a map, tap the download icon and follow the same steps. The Power Tuner comes preset with 3 maps. These aren't editable, but can be copied and renamed to be used as a starting point for a new map. The Power Tuner's race log function enables you to archive information on your bike's setup, as well as track conditions and weather, so you can have an accurate log of all your races or rides to use as a reference the next time you return there. To add a new race log entry, select the bike, select Race Log, and tap the right icon to create a new log entry. You can also record information about each race by tapping on various entry fields. And just like the maps, race logs can be shared with other users. The monitor screen function shows real-time data on whatever machine the Power Tuner is paired with. You can use this information to quickly assess your machine's condition and possibly verify if something's wrong. Finally, the harder you ride, the more your machine needs regular maintenance. The Power Tuner maintenance screen has fields for running time and user-defined trip times. So for example, you can track when it's time to change oil. It'll alert you to problems by showing you diagnostic codes, and the calendar maintenance detail allows you to set reminder dates for maintenance. You bought a YZ because you know it offers the best combination of performance, handling, and technology. The Yamaha Power Tuner app just gave you a huge leg up on everyone else. A brand new way for you and your YZ to be connected as one.